Jeremy here with Harness Performance Training, doing a classroom talk. So what I want to talk about is performance training versus fitness, and what does that look like, and training and conditioning, what does that look like? So there's two buckets that we live in this world. One is training someone how to do something in which they don't know how to do. And it has to be done in somewhat a controlled environment to where that individual is not under tremendous stress. So whether you're trying to learn how to run right, whether you're trying to figure out how to do a push-up, whether you're trying to figure out how to hit a power shot, if you're dead tired under a lot of stress, your body's surviving and you don't have the opportunity to thrive. So training something is the first step. As you've learned the skill, and the skill is working right for you under a nice controlled condition, then you would go into the conditioning bucket, which is stressing that skill under game-like scenarios you would need to use it in to see if it holds up correctly under stress. One of the biggest things I see athletes make a mistake on is they're conditioning and pushing themselves in ways that they're not good at what they do. So that goes into performance. It's called performance training. How well are you? How good are you at what you're doing? Are you good at it? Are you getting better at it? Are you training it? And are you conditioning it in the right ways to be able to perform at a high level? I like to talk about runners. Runners are terrible at it. They just go out and run, but they don't work on their running form. They don't work on how well they run. They just go do it. So they're conditioning something that they haven't trained. Golfers, on the other hand, you get a trainer, learn, a golf pro, learn how to hold the club, learn how to do the basics, and then you train that, and then you go out and test it in the game. Much better setup. Okay. Fitness is your ability to recover, to get back to a homeostasis, to get back to a steady state. So tracking fitness, fitness is tracked. You track your fitness and you see it improve naturally, whereas performance is really the key to go after it. That's really going to move the needle. As you think about fitness, I can make an Olympic athlete tired, but how fast until they're ready to go again? And the other thing with athletes is they have active recovery. You go to a gym, you see people work out and they sit down and rest because they're not athletes. They're weekend warriors. They're body sculptors. They're not athletes. Athletes, a soccer player has to sprint all over the field, get dead tired, and jog back down the field and get back to fresh as he's actively doing something. So think about that when you do your recovery. When you get tired, you're tracking how much rest between you take. Are you sitting there on the log? Are you walking around, maybe even lightly jogging to get that body to come back? So just some things to think about. And think of my training program. Am I always teaching myself something first? And then the conditioning of that thing to see if it holds up under the right type of stress for how I'm going to use it. And my pursuit of performance training, pursuit of doing it at the highest level, tracking fitness and making sure it's getting there. So guys, just some classroom talks to make sure the mentality is right for you as you go on your journey. Enjoy.